is available in high definition.
Engines are fired, and for the first time since 2008, Kerry Micks was the pole position in a NASCAR Canadian Tire Series event. A lot of success here at St. Eustache with podium finishes alongside on the front row Scott Steckley, a two-time winner. DJ Kennington, he's a runner-up to Scott Steckley on 2 occasions. All those and 17 other qualifiers are looking for a win tonight.
The NASCAR season has been a short yet dramatic one so far. At our first outing at Delaware Speedway, Kennington took charge of the podium with his sights set on his first championship. The World Caliber Mosport Raceway hosted round number 2. The momentum of the series shifted as Fitzpatrick sped through the field, securing his place within the championship. Next up is the flat, tight, and dramatic oval in St. Eustache. Its beauty will play out tonight as action is always ongoing. This is the 2010 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series presented by Mobil 1. From high above the city of St. Eustache, Quebec, this is the Lucas Oil National 250. Welcome to the 4/10 mile Autodrome St. Eustache for race number 3 of 13 to determine the 2010 championship. I'm Dave Bradley. Along with me is Billy Rouse Jr. and Todd Lewis, as always, is trackside. Billy, this event always ends up being an exciting race.
Well, that's for sure, Dave. It's a very flat racetrack, and sometimes in the race car it feels like it's a little bit off-cambered. Both ends are distinctly different. You got to set the car up to get around one of them really well. And with this great big crowd here tonight, she's going to be exciting.
Well, the 84 machine of JR Fitzpatrick has control of the Castrol Points lead with his first place win. Of course, his first win of the season in Mosport and his runner-up finish at Delaware.
Well, Dave, he's been very fast here today in practice, but he's committed to the whole season, and he wants that championship pretty bad.
Well, he had a good run in the Nationwide Series last week at Road America, too. And qualifying today, it was all the 02 Dickies Beyond Digital Imaging Ford of Kerry Micks, who circled the speedway in a time of 17.215 for an average speed of 83.648 miles an hour.
Well, not a big surprise, Dave. The car practiced really well, and also it's a brand new race car, and they're very happy with how quick they got it sorted out.
He and Razor Ray McCaughey have been working hard, seem to have dialed in here tonight. Just moments ago, Andrew Ranger, the 2009 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series champion, arrived via helicopter from Lime Rock, Connecticut, where he won the K&N East Series event down there.
Andrew's car tonight is sponsored by the Quebec Dodge Dealers Association. Andrew has a big following here in Quebec. He certainly didn't want to miss this one.
Yeah, and local racer Stephen Cote shook down the number 27 Dodge for car owner Dave Jacobs this afternoon. We have 4 Quebec-based drivers in the field here tonight. Ranger, Hugo Vanini, Dexter Stacey, and this man Derek White of Ganawaki, Quebec.
Well, Derek seems to be a shoe-in for this year's Rookie of the Year. This guy isn't messing around, Dave. He has 5 race cars ready to go in the shop.
Let's take a look at the starting grid. Of course, there is the 02 BDI Ford of Kerry Micks on pole, Scott Steckley alongside in the 22. Row number 2 has DJ Kennington in the number 17. Young Pete Shepard in the 7 will start alongside. Taking a look back to row number 3, Jason Hathaway in the number 3. Don Thompson Jr. drives the number 4. And then in row number 4, young JR Fitzpatrick, he's your points leader in the 84, and Stephen Matthews makes his second start of 2010. Row number 5 is Andrew Ranger in the 27, Mark Dilley in the Ream number 9, and then row number 6, John Gunn in the 11, and Ron Beauchamp Jr. in the 60. Row number 7 tonight has Anthony Simone in the 95, Jason White all the way from BC in the 21, and then taking a look back to row number 8, Ron Sheridan in the 52, Joey McComb drives the 50. In row number 9, Derek White, there he is in the 99. Hugo Vanini drives the 97. And then in row number 10, Pierre Bourque in the 00, and Dexter Stacey rounds out the field in the 55. Billy, I got to ask you, what are the keys to victory tonight?
Well, it's pretty simple, really. Not only do you need a fast race car, but the crew's got to be good tonight. The crew chief has to know when to call you to pit road for that first fuel stop, and then tire management. The guy that's got fresh skins on about lap 125 is going to have the fastest piece at the end of the night. That's going to be key to success.
You'll see we'll have a couple of great onboard shots over the course of the evening. Derek White and Scott Steckley carrying onboard cameras for us here tonight. Let's throw it down to Todd for one final look at the field before we send him to green.
Fellas, 2 cars to focus on tonight just before we go green. The number 52 of Ron Sheridan. He was a winner at Delaware Speedway last night. He's leading the Wheel and Track Championship there. Has had about maybe 30 or 40 minutes sleep since that victory. And alongside the number 50 of Joey McComb, only got 2 laps of practice. Those 2 laps came during qualifying. Broke a drive shaft as he was headed out for practice. He's only got 2 laps in the car and is hoping to head towards the front.
The field bunches up side by side down the back straightaway in through 3 and 4 for the final time under caution. Kerry Micks and Scott Steckley looking for the green this time out of 4. It's up and we're underway in St. Eustache.
The bottom's the fast way around in this little flat oval. I'll tell you what, there he goes down the backstretch. Look at DJ Kennington right up there in the middle.
And Billy, when this field is so stacked up as it is right now, how much bumping and banging is going on through this field as they're trying to get to position, get to that bottom side?
Well, they're definitely driving a little farther than the hood pins, but this is so tight racing. You can't give up 3 or 4 feet because somebody will stick a race car in it.
On board the number 11 Triad Racing Technologies of John Gaunt, the very native, still stuck up in that outside groove. You can see the green Dodge of Mark Dilley to the inside as the leader, the 02 of Kerry Micks, starts to open a little bit of a gap on the 22 of Scott Steckley.
Wow, everybody nice and patient. We got him single file, all except for that 1 car stuck on the outside, but he's doing a great job hung out there, John Gaunt.
How difficult is it to grab hold of the outside?
Well, this place here, just, as I said in the opening, it feels like it's off camera when you're out the outside, and you can't get to the throttle as quick as the guy on the inside. But the real deal is going into turn 3, if you can get the left front out ahead of him, you can trap him, and he can't get off the corner until you do. Wow, Steckley just a little bit loose up off the corner.
I was going to say you can listen to the throttle control from the Castrol Edge Dawn to DJ Kennington. That must be pretty important on such a flat oval as it is right here. It's a battle for 12th between the 21 of Jason White and the 11 of John Gaunt.
Well, you got to be smooth on the throttle. Whoa, a little stack up there. Good driving, no fenders ripped off there. Beauchamp gets moved up out of the bottom side there, and the 95 takes advantage.
Almost touched the wall down the back chute, the Mopar Dodge did, as he'll lose 1, 2, 3 spots. Now Beauchamp losing more as Andrew Ranger coming through to fill that hole.
Remember, Andrew Ranger had to start at the back because he did not qualify that number 27.
And he did start in the 20th position. He's already up to 13th, just 7 short laps. So that one, a man on a mission after winning in Lime Rock, Connecticut earlier on today on a road course. Now jumps into a totally different car on an oval and tries to win here.
Yeah, but he's had success here in the past. You know what? The car is well prepared. Dave Jacobs and crew done a great job getting that thing prepared. And it got practiced throughout the day by a guy who knows his way around here. The car is stout, and the boy wants to get in the front. This is his crowd.
And he is working over John Gaunt big time as Gaunt trying to hang on to that bottom groove. That car obviously not handling as well as the 27, but nobly handling as well as the 02 Ford Fusion of Kerry Micks continues to lead. No problem now in corner 3 and 4, the 55 of Dexter Stacy. The Bullies truck stop Dodge goes around. That'll draw the first caution of the evening.
Well, turn 3 is a little treacherous. You can get down on the bottom and get around backwards real soon. Kerry Micks continues to lead. Don't go away. You don't want to miss a lap.
Race number 3 of the 2010 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series on TSN is brought to you by Castrol Edge, our best Castrol ever. And by Mopar, authentic performance. First restart of the evening here on lap 14 as the cars lined up side by side. It's very similar to the first start of the night with Kerry Micks on the inside and Scott Steckley up high as we go back to green.
Well, Scott Steckley stuck up high outside. Not the place to be here, Dave. Oh, contact 7 and a 3.
And Petey Shepard looking like he wanted to go a little bit. Jason Hathaway wasn't quite ready for it as DJ Kennington slides to the inside of the 22 of Scott Steckley. Now Steckley is caught up in that high lane, and it looks like he may be going backwards a couple of spots because the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick is in there too.
JR Fitzpatrick, he no dummy. He's going to get down on that bottom line, and he's going to freight train the 22 as well.
But it is still the Dickies Ford Fusion, the 02 of Kerry Micks from Mount Albert, Ontario. Leading the way in front of the 17 of DJ Kennington, the 84 of JR Fitzpatrick.
listen to that Dodge work. DJ Kennington's just babying that gas pedal all the way down the straightaway, not hazing them rear tires. Remember, you can't burn the right rear tire off because you're not going to get a fresh one until lap 125.